Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your March Tarot forecast. You are starting a new chapter, you are opening a new door, and you are getting ready to explore some new spaces. Now, you need to pay attention to your mind because you could be getting tricked. Your mind could be spiraling to old fears, anxieties, or just self-doubt or whatever. I don't want you to spend too much time looking at that. Just ignore it or figure out what maybe the root is behind it. So is there still an old mental program that you're clearing, a limiting belief that you're clearing? Maybe it's just old fears or anxieties coming up from before. I think it's important that you recognize whatever is happening in your mind, it's not always true. It's not always real, and it's not always helpful. I say that because in the center of your reading, you have the Five of Swords reversed, which is really an energy of sort of like self-destruction, but it's not even this is swords, and swords are connected to the mind. Swords are connected to air, which means communication, ideas. So when you have this Five of Swords energy and it's reversed, I feel like there's really with the Knight of Pentacles here below it. Let me just show you this really quickly. So we have the Fool card, and then I have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles both reversed below it, okay? So when your mind spirals, and I'm saying that because you are connected to the planet Mercury, Mercury will be retrograde very soon, okay? So you are going to feel all of that sort of mental activity. Now, you have this opportunity, the Fool card, to experience life in a lighter way. And I say that because he's not carrying a lot of baggage. This is a very light, free-spirited energy, okay? There's a very light, free energy here. And I think that you, for example, maybe growing up or in your younger years, maybe you had that sort of light, carefree energy, just everything was fun. And it's maybe over the last few years or life, I just saw 222 on the clock, maybe life over the past few years has just been a little more complicated, and it's been a little more stressful with this Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords is reverse, also asking you to get out of your mind, okay? This Fool card is trying to remind you of your natural just ability to be excited about life and joyful and creative. And I think that it's a challenge to be light when you're sort of stuck in all the shit that's happening. So maybe some of you, maybe it's a work thing, maybe it's family, maybe it's another friend's drama or whatever. But I feel like you have just been maybe you felt like you were drowning a little bit in this thing that you are either a part of, you're included in a collaboration, or you're included in a gig, or you're included or working with some clients, and you're feeling oh my God, this is just it's too much. How did I get here? Well, what's beautiful about this situation is that the Venus retrograde that we are now experiencing, and that will be combined with the Mercury retrograde in a few weeks. I think around mid-March, Mercury will go retrograde. This is really giving us an opportunity to redefine our relationships, reimagine how we show up to these relationships. Now, it's not only romance, it's work, collaborations, friends, family. So how you show up in whatever space, whatever kind of relationship is really important, because you are the only person who can communicate your needs. You are the only person who knows what you need in that moment. So you need to advocate for yourself. You need to set boundaries. You need to tell people what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, what is your issue and what is their issue, what is your goals, and how to prioritize yourself and prioritize your goals, and maybe to clearly communicate that you are not going to follow their plan if it's not aligned with your higher vision, that you are not going to fight with them that you are not going to get caught up in their drama or take responsibility for everyone all the time. Like, it's not your job to fix everything for everyone. So I think it's really important that you just start taking care of yourself, start prioritizing yourself, and start really thinking about what Gemini wants, okay? Not what they want, what they expect from you, what they need you, quote unquote, to do for them. Like, fuck that. This is all about you really getting clear on what you want for yourself and your future. Like, maybe you need to strategize a 5-year goal and then break it down to a 3-year goal and then break it down to a 1-year goal, and then make sure that all of your decisions and actions are aligned with that 1, 3, and 5-year goal. You know what I mean? So I really think that this is an important time for you, especially because with this Venus retrograde, and just so you know, Venus only retrogrades every 18 months. So every year and a half, Venus will retrograde. That's not often, you know? So this really is like an important moment for us to, there's so many things I can talk about, like to review our relationships, our values, how we budget our time, energy, money. Like, there's so many things that are included in this Venus retrograde. I have a Venus retrograde workshop, and I've combined it with the Mercury retrograde workshop. So you are connected to Mercury. You should watch that workshop. I talk about Venus and Mercury's retrograde and how to use that energy, because like, you're really breaking cycles right now. You have this Page of Cups reverse, this Wheel of Fortune reverse, this Moon card reverse. And I feel like a lot of you over the next few weeks, like, if other people have been trying to lie to you or trick you or just kind of like pull the wool down over your eyes and you can't see the truth, it's like you very soon are going to be like, it's going to be facts. Like, what you've been feeling, what you've been sensing. I don't know if I should trust this person, or I don't know if this is right for me, or I don't know about this collaboration or whatever. It's like that wool is going to be pulled back and you're going to see the truth. You are going to start understanding who is not really carrying their weight, who is not really carrying their own responsibility, who is not really, taking care of things, and you are always needing to take over and fix things up or whatever. It's just like, it's getting old. It's getting real old really fast, and we're just fucking done with it, and we're bored, and it's like, I don't want to continue doing this. So I think with this Two of Coins and this Two of Swords here, and then you've got this Three of Wands, it's like part of you is on the future. So part of you with this Three of Wands is understanding that you can build this new future, and you can see the results for some of you already happening. It's like, I don't think this is something like totally brand new. Like, no, this is something that maybe you've felt for a while. You've been maybe slowly just working on, like, building a new brand or a new idea or a new version of yourself, or just planning for your future. And that's beautiful. And I think that that's really important and really needed right now, especially this opportunity for you to dream about, like, with that Seven of Cups and this Page of Coins and this Hierophant card, like, you really have this opportunity to dream about a different future and to start strategizing and applying different daily practices. So maybe your morning routine is changing. Maybe your morning routine is changing. Maybe you're thinking about, learning something new or trying something new or applying something that you've always talked about, wanted to do. And now you're like, okay, I'm just going to actually do it. Well, it's like, what's beautiful about that process is that you have this opportunity to look at your dreams and fantasies and figure out what you really want, and then start to actualize it and apply it and to embody it and do the thing. So that's really good. And I think that that's happening in part. Okay, that's this Three of Wands energy, Seven of Cups. Like, this is nice. I like it. However, on the other side, there is still this energy of, like, you really experiencing some kind of stuck energy. It's like you're attached to something, or you can't 100% shake it off right now. It's like you you need to, for example, like maybe you have a business and very soon it'll be able to run itself and it's good and you've hired a team and everything's flowing. And this time next year, you won't have to be involved doing everything, helping so much. But right now, you still are involved. It could be a relationship that you're going to leave, a friendship, some kind of connection that that you're ready, that you're strategizing, you're thinking, you're feeling that you're going to leave soon. And at the same time, you are still that Three of Wands building your future and you're getting excited and you're seeing things happening, but you are still connected to this thing, person, job, whatever it is. So I feel like don't beat yourself up over it. Just go with the flow. You're trying your best. I'm really proud of you. I think everything will be working out in your favor very soon. And it already is, but you're still in this overlap. And that doesn't surprise me because we just had the last new moon of last year's energy, right? Like we're right now in Pisces season, and Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign. So, technically it's 2025, but the energy of 2025, the new energetic year, doesn't actually start until Aries season, which is in March around the 20th. So really until then and up until now, we're still operating in last year's energy, 2024's energy. So it doesn't surprise me that you are still wrapping things up. We just had a new moon in Pisces. That is a huge support for us to let go, close chapters, wrap things up, and set the intentions for next year's cycle. Okay, so if you missed that workshop, I'm going to tag it here and it's on my website, the link in my bio. You can pay whatever you want for that, but you should definitely watch the new moon workshop. And Gemini, keep in mind, you are connected to Mercury. Mercury will be retrograde in like mid-March, so in the next 10 days or so. I also have for you a workshop that is Mercury, your planet, with Venus, okay? Both of them are retrograding. So I did one workshop with both of them in the same workshop. You need to go watch that also. Do whatever you can, take your time, there's no rush, but watch whatever you can and do it sooner than later, okay? Let me know in the comments if this is helpful. I will see you around. Send this to a friend. These are free, shared on your Instagram story, and whatever. Support me. I support you. I'm here every month, okay? I love you. Ciao.